Hey everybody, so today I wanted to have a makeup related video, and this is going to be my holy grail, no bullshit, no nonsense products that I keep repurchasing year after year after year. These are not new products, these are not something that I've had one of ever. These are something I keep buying again and again and again and loving. And basically they're the gold standard in my collection, and then I compare other products to these products. So what is the gold standard in my collection? I excluded certain categories simply because I am still figuring it out, what is my absolute gold standard, but I have a few here that are absolutely my favorites for sure. First and foremost, a couple of foundations. First one is the Meteorite Baby Glow. And this is kind of like a BB cream idea. It has an SPF with PA++, SPF 25 with PA++. I have color 2 Clair Light, and it has a wonderful meteorite smell. If you're not familiar, it smells like violet candy. It's beautiful and really, really feminine and romantic. My favorite smell in the whole world, I think. It's just a lovely, lightweight, pink-toned BB cream sort of idea. Rather a color corrector, I would say. It has light coverage. It's not going to give you super coverage you would need to conceal if you have things to conceal. But for me, I have dry skin. I have skin that is really, usually does very, very well, very few problem areas. This is wonderful. Also, I don't have to powder it because it sets to like a satin, natural satin finish, tending towards the more of the matte finish. It is luminous at the same time, just like all Meteorite's products, which I will get to in a second. I have more. Lovely, lightweight, beautiful. I think if you're very yellow, you're not going to find a great shade match. You're better off going to the Terracotta Jouissante line in Meteorites. If you're neutral to pink toned, I think so good. It blends well, it's easy to use, it's a throw-on product. I don't need to powder over it if I don't want to, but I can if I want to. Everything blends wonderfully over top and it holds to the skin very well. And I think just in general is an easy and lovely product at the same time. Then I have another Guerlain product. I have a few Guerlain products here because I'm a fan of the brand and they do have a lot of good things in their lineup. And this is Lingerie Depot. Invisible Skin Fusion Foundation, and yes, this wears wonderfully. They recently reformulated it. I was a huge fan of the old formula, but the new formula doesn't seem that different to me, so I still continue to buy this. I don't remember how many bottles I've gone through, probably maybe about 4 or 5, but this is a new one. I haven't opened it yet. It is brand new, virginal, and I am going to crack into it probably in the fall. It wears wonderfully. You can build it up to maybe not a full coverage, but a strong medium and more. It wears super well. It looks like skin meanwhile, so it's a high coverage foundation if you build it up, and still has the ability of looking like skin. This is really rare and hard to find. It has some kind of a stretchiness to it almost. It moves with your skin. It doesn't leave the surface of your skin, but somehow it's so natural that it doesn't sit on top. It sort of melds with your skin and it looks really realistic, which is why I really love this. This is SPF 20 PA+, so the sun protection is very low. I would of course recommend you wear more sun protection underneath, but it is probably the gold standard of a liquid foundation for me. It has slightly gel finish or slightly gel texture to it. It's like between a cream and a gel. It doesn't run, it's comfortable to apply, spreads easily, blends itself basically, and looks fantastic all day long. And I don't get fading of other products on top of it, usually, if the products are decent. So, with that, I wanted to mention also, if you're interested in powder foundations, a powder foundation. This is Parure Fond de Teint Compact Perle de Cristal. It says it has crystal pearls. I don't know about that, but this is the best powder foundation that is in pressed format that I have ever tried. I think this and the Lingerie Depot powder foundations are pretty much the same. I don't really see a big difference. So I show you this one, but it also represents the Lingerie Depot line. I feel like they have different packaging. That's it. It's about the same thing. But it's wonderful. It's really finely milled. Looks great. Let's see how much I've used. Looks great on dry skin. Really, really natural looking. It glides on. It doesn't adhere to any dry patches. It's smoothing to the pores, it's smoothing to the dry patches. It just makes your skin look a lot better. And also, I wouldn't say it's completely undetectable on skin. It is a powder, but it's just so beautiful, and the consistency of it is just so smooth that it glides on and it looks really natural, unless you really pile it on like a ton of powder. If you just apply normally, it's not going to cake up, and it's going to look very, very natural on skin. Moreover, after 2 hours of wear on my dry skin, it settles and melds with the skin as well, and looks really, really great. So love that powder. Another powder that I love and I have so much of in different kinds of compacts and boxes and in every kind of a format that this powder comes, I love it all. This is Gallant Meteorites. This particular one is Blanc de Perle, their permanent line, and this is what I wear in winter. This is my color in winter. I've gone through like probably 7 or 8 boxes in total. They release limited edition collections all the time, and I always buy the limited edition Meteorites. I've never been disappointed. This is talc based, so if you're talc sensitive, not for you. But surprisingly, although it's talc based, it looks fantastic on my skin. This is, for me, a really good setting powder. Really, really good setting powder. It's slightly illuminating, but at the same time slightly mattifying. So if I have a really glowy foundation and I want to set that down, this is what I use. I don't think that's going to work for oilier skin types. I think this is a dry skin best friend. I do think on oilier skin types, this is a lovely finishing powder. It has a slight pearlescence to it, but it's not, it's not glitter. It's just this glow from within, but this is subtle. This is really, really subtle. Don't expect the crazy highlighting powers from that. That's not what this is for. This is the finishing powder, or a setting powder if you're dry like me. But it's just, it gives this little oomph. I've never found a powder that does it better than this. This is the best for me. And I have a million little boxes like that in my collection right now. And I use them all, and I love them all. Next is a product that is a cream product, and this is my favorite cream bronzer at the moment. This is Soleil de Chanel. Huge amount. I think this is a really actually good value for money, because you do get 30 grams of cream product and you will probably not get through it. So it's not like you're going to run out of this. This is huge. And this is my second or third box of this. I'm not really sure, but I've had that one for years. I keep each of them, it's 18 months, but I usually keep it for 2 years. And as you can see, in 2 years of exclusively using just this bronzer, I still have a bit left. So this is crazy. Good value for money. It is 70 bucks, but then again, it's 70 bucks in 2 years. You will probably run out of bronzer faster than that. If you buy a powder bronzer or any kind of other bronzer, you have a decent amount here. However, I think there's an inching product inching for the #1 spot I've tried recently, and it is also a cream bronzer. Because I have dry skin, I do prefer creams over powders. And the product that is going to probably, I'm not 100% confident, this has been a favorite for years, but is going to probably push this one out of the first spot, first place position, is the RMS bronzer, which I had tried in a palette and loved so much that I'm going to purchase after this runs out, and make certain that that one is the one I prefer over this one. This one holds well, blends itself. Basically, it's on me today. Really natural looking. Con for darker skin tones, there is not an option for you guys. It's really strictly pretty much fair to light, unfortunately, and they only have one single color, which is not great. But the consistency is fantastic. It holds onto the skin wonderfully, wears very well throughout the day, doesn't get patchy, weird, funky, which other bronzers do, other cream bronzers. This one is just my jam for sure. Another product that I've raved about, and if you've watched my channel, you know this product, and it's on my brows today, is my Dior Show Brow Stylist in 001 Universal Brown. My very favorite brow pencil. Everything in this is perfect. I don't think I can wish for a more perfect brow product, except if this one was cheaper. This is not cheap. So if I could find this, the same exact thing for less money, and I don't care if the packaging is fancy, I would switch. Otherwise, no way. I have tried so many brow products, anywhere from high-end to drugstore to really high-end, and this is always been number one. So it's very tiny. It doesn't have a cap. It's so waxy that it doesn't dry out, which tells me that I'm probably gonna like it because I really like waxy textures. I hate creamy textures in my brows, except for when it is an actual pomade. But in terms of pencils, I just find the creamier pencils are harder to control. I like a waxy pencil. And this is tiny. It's so waxy that although it's so thin, it doesn't really break. It's stiff enough. It applies just the right amount of product. The color is perfect for me, and it has a perfect spoolie. And on top of that, it's really pretty packaging. So I really can't imagine a more perfect brow product. I love this. This is my absolute favorite, and I kept repurchasing it. I don't know how many times, probably 10, 15, I don't know, a lot. I stick with it. I really like it. Occasionally I stray because I'm curious to try something else, but I always come back to it because I just haven't found anything that's better, even though I keep trying. Especially, I would like a cheaper option, but I haven't found anything better. Anastasia Brow Wiz is a close second for me, but I still like the Dior one better. Another brow product that I've been raving about for a long time is my little Browsing from Clinique. I think this is the best fiber gel for your brows. I've tried a ton of them, different brands, and this has a tiny little spoolie. This has also all the components that I like, except the packaging is a little boring, and the writing actually rubs off of it. So you can see mine is completely clear because I use it so much that the writing has rubbed off, and mine is in 03 Deep Brown. That's what I use. I don't find that it's too deep for my brows. I find that it's just right, although the initial purchase of this product color was a mistake. When I was picking it up, I picked it up in this color, and I thought it was a lighter color, lighter brown, and then I was like, maybe I'll try it anyway, and it turned out to be the perfect color for me. So 03 Deep Brown in Browsing is my jam. I recommend you try it out. I think it's better than the Benefit one, which is the gold standard for a lot of people. I tried them both. This is better. I love the packaging is okay. I don't really care about that, but it has a wonderful consistency. A little tiny brow brush that you can have a lot of precision and control with. It has those really invisible fibers that meld with your brows and look totally natural with your brows. It gives your brows a bit of volume, a bit of definition. It's such a quick and easy product, and on top of that, it's pretty small, so you just toss it to go with you when you're traveling, and it's just perfect. You don't need any other brow product. So this is my dream team. If I had to just have one product to ever be using in my brows, I would go with this one because it is just easier. It's a one-step shop. A one-stop shop. And this one you still would need to probably set down with a clear gel, which is what I did today. This one you don't need to do anything with. You just apply it and go. It's easy and fast. Next we have this. Oh, so let me tell you. For palettes, I haven't included any palettes because I'm still doing my project one month one palette, where I pull out a palette for a month. I use it heavily on really heavy rotation. And then I decide whether I want to keep it, or I want to just stash it, or I want to try it again. And so far, I've been keeping most of what I've had because I've already distashed my palettes to the point where everything I own I like at this point. But I'm still going through finding the palette. So I have tried a lot, and I have a lot, and all of them I love, and I haven't found like that to the gods, glowing and beautiful angels singing kind of palettes. But I wanted to include an eyeshadow, and if I had to pick an eyeshadow that I think is worth your attention, is going to be the Illusion d'Ombre from Chanel. That lineup I've been using for years. I've used so many of those, and I still have a lot, so I keep buying them. So this is representing the entire range. And fantastic, wonderful cream shadows that do have good staying power. They have a wonderful shimmer. You see how beautiful that is. This is Epatante 84. I'm using it currently. I'm trying to use it up, which is why I pulled for it, because it was just there. It's conveniently located. in my vanity, and it's just such a good product. Easy to apply, you just need your finger, easy to wear, wear time is good. It looks lovely, it's so shimmery, so pretty, easy, beautiful, creamy consistency, sets down. I have so many of them that I thought, what is a better way to describe a shadow? This is going to be what I would pick every single time. Very, very nice. In terms of lip products, lipsticks, you know, if you know my channel, you know that I like pretty sheer color. I like natural looking lipsticks. I like moisturizing formulas. I don't like the whole liquid lip dry thing. I don't like high maintenance products for the lips. So, you know, all of that, if you are looking for that, I'm not going to recommend it to you because I don't know. I don't like that sort of a product. Therefore, I can't recommend anything to you. The Smashbox liquid lipstick is pretty good though. It's not too uncomfortable, so I can tolerate it. If I want a liquid lip, Smashbox would be where I would be going. But here is my holy grails and repurchases. So Rouge Coco Shine is the line that I recommend for lipsticks because it is just beautiful. Chanel does make beautiful lipsticks all over, and I have a lot of favorites. More recently, I was super into Bite Beauty lipsticks, and I think they're just perfection. They're gorgeous. They're my favorites. But if we're talking about most repurchased and holy grails, those are relatively new to me. So I've only been using them for about a year, heavily using them, but still only for about a year. And Chanel Rouge Coco Shines I've been using for years and years. So that's why I include them. In a couple of years, this could change because I have a feeling that Bite are going to continue being my favorites and Chanel's are probably going to take a backseat. But for now, because I've been using them for so many years, this is the line I recommend, Rouge Coco Shine, really nice watercolory. Actually, it ranges from very sheer to full pigment in that line. It just depends on the color, and they always come out with limited edition colors. They're beautiful. The consistency is always perfection to me. I like that glossy, moisturizing lip. And these are just great. My very favorite color is 54 Boy. That one I've repurchased, I don't know how many times. But a lot of times, and I still have it, and I'm almost out of my current tube, so I will be repurchasing that one again. 54 Boy, my very favorite color. It's a neutral, mauve, pinky, sheer, glossy lip, gorgeous. And the second one that I wanted to talk about for lips is this Dior Addict Lip Glow. Now, I have friends who tried it and I raved about it, and they tried it and they're like, meh, what's the fuss about? I love this thing. My very favorite lip balm is actually the Nuxe Rêve de Mie, and that one I use at night in winter. It's like the holy grail of lip balms for me. But this one is the on the go choice. It's wonderful. They came out with multiple colors. I need to pick up more colors. This is the original pink. You see that I don't have a ton left. It is perfection. It gives your lips, it reacts with the pH of your lips, and it gives it a little bit of a tint, very, very slight pinky tint. And they have other colors now, but I haven't tested other colors except for that original pink. And it just sits so nicely. It's very protective. It's very comfortable. It sits very nicely on top of the lips. I haven't found a lip balm with a slight tint that I like better than this one. I really recommend it, and I think it is a fantastic buy. I've repurchased it multiple times. I think maybe 4 tubes, 5 tubes. I don't know, a lot of tubes. And this one is halfway gone already as well. The last thing is a little bit like, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I love it, which is why I'm going to talk about it. And this is Dior Show Maximizer 3D Lash Primer. Now, a lot of people are not into lash primers. I am, but if you're not, just plug your ears and don't listen about it. So this is really, really great. To me, this is a savior of so-so mascaras. And also I do sort of rounds of treatment of this. I do find that it's very conditioning for the lashes, and my lashes do feel much better. They grow better and look healthier and more moisturized when I use this. So I will do a few months of sort of treatment where I would wear this every day under my mascara, and I'll just take a so-so mascara that I'm testing, and this makes it always better because it acts as a lash primer. It makes the lashes very luscious, very thick, and so when you go over it with mascara, it's just really easy. However, why I keep buying it is because it does make my lashes better long term. So it is conditioning, it is moisturizing, it takes care of the lashes, it protects them, including from breakage from mascara, and it is just my holy grail in terms of lash care. I don't use it all the time. I usually go several months of the year without using it, and then I'll go several months of the year using it full time, especially in winter. I find that my lashes are weaker as well as my hair because it's drier in winter. I live in a pretty humid place otherwise, but in winter when the air is frozen and dry, I find that conditioning, extra conditioning of all your bits, such as your hair, your lashes, your skin, is super important, especially for dry skinned and dry everything person like myself. I find that my lashes do a lot better if I use it in the winter. I don't find as much breakage and I don't have as much lash loss. My lashes look nice and healthy and long if I do use it. If I don't, then a bit lackluster by the end of winter for sure. So these are my favorite holy grail products. I hope it was fun for you to watch. And I want you to tell me in the comments, what is your holy grail sort of product selection? What is it that you keep buying over and over again and you keep loving over and over again? This kind of a video will be refilmed time and time again as I sort of accumulate more holy grails, and some of them may be knocked out of the first position, but these guys I'm pretty confident are going to stay around for a while because they have for years. So these are not new to me products, and these are not single bottle purchased, repurchased over and over again. So that's it for today. You guys have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the summer. We have very little amount of it left, and have fun. See you later. Bye bye.